Hello! Hi Kevin, Tom, Phil, and Pete. Here we are again. Sunday night. I had a gig last night in Dunfermline with the Belliers at Alan Sinclair's birthday party. A good time was had by all, and I'm a bit knackered tonight. Getting old, you know, eh? One gig and I'm knackered. Anyway, I met Paul Sinclair because he's related. There's a big clan, the Sinclairs in Dunfermline. And Paul, old friend of mine, keyboard player in Bad News, among other things, he was there. Hi Julia, hello Marion, and he requested that I play this song. So I'm going to do it, and I'm just hoping that he's listening in time. Hi Teresa, hi Martin, hi Carol. So this is it. He took lots of photos, and I've seen some of them, but none of the marvellous photos of my handsome countenance have appeared yet. But we'll have to be patient on that one. I'm wearing this rather fetching blue fedora. Next week I intend to be singing for you all covered in sequins. But this will do me for this weekend. Actually, I always get hot wearing hats. That's why I wear that old brown hat that looks like a tramp's hat, because it's the least sweaty hat that I've got. Anyway, hi Stevie. Okay, this is Happy Land, especially for Paul Sinclair. Co-written with Willie Hershaw in the 80s in the music room of Viewforth, which is now burned down. Viewforth, not the music room. The whole school burnt down, basically, and knocked down. And they built a new one. Willie and I co-wrote this when we should have been working. In my mind, I think we were right. Shouldn't say that, eh? This is Happy Lands. I'm just going to stop a wee minute because my guitar's not coming through. It is now. There's all these pedals and mute buttons and what have you at my feet, so it's quite easy to get mixed up. Hello Frank, hi Kathleen. I'm really hoping that Paul tunes in because it was him that requested this. Anyway, I'm going with it anyway. Happy Lands. No more songs about the happy lands round behind the Lindsay Bank. Now the Goth and the number one are names that don't mean anything. Hear the calls for unity, but the young too old can't find a way to find the gold in the people's hearts. There's little sign of it today, but I'd rather stay here than anywhere else, hanging round the doors, round about those vandalized streets, around Loch Ellistone. Not much hope for a better day. No Joe Corey with us now, writing a play that would show the way. Ooh, bottles and bevies and bingo teas. Gyros on a Friday night. But I'd rather stay here than anywhere else, hanging round the doors and round about those vandalized streets around Loch Ellie Store. No more songs of dark despair from the bings of broken lives. It's time now to sing of the love and care that helped us through the times of strife. No more songs about the happy lands. No more signing up for less. See the future hold out its hand, and all you have to say is yes. For what's the point in a miserable past if you don't learn a thing? It's time to build a new happy lands where bairns can play and sing. Quick guitar change now. I'm getting more slick at this kind of thing. A wee bit maybe anyway. Okay, this is, I forget, what is it? Oh yes, it's Ain't Misbehavin', a song by Fats Waller that was much beloved of my dad. It's been done by lots of other people. Leon Redbone is probably closest to the version that I do. There's an absolutely magnificent guitar version by Joe Pass, which, unless I was to spend a month or two on it, is actually a bit tricky to do because Joe Pass is so good. Anyway, hi Tom. This is Ain't Misbehavin'. I always thought it was quite ironic that my dad liked this song so much because the one thing that he liked, even more than the song, was misbehaving. It's called Ain't Misbehavin'. Yeah, you got that. I'm sorry. No one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on a shelf. Ain't misbehaving, saving all my love for you. I don't go out late, don't care to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving all my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for. Believe me, baby, I don't stay out late, don't care to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving all my love for you. In the corner, don't go nowhere. Why do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for. Believe me, baby, I don't stay out late, don't care to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving all my love for you. In the morning, I'm saving all my love for you. In the evening, saving all my love for you. After dinner, I'm saving all my love for you. Short and sweet, but one of my favourite good laugh type songs. Hoo-hoo, ain't misbehaving, does not contain any lyrics. Okay, yep, and this was a request ages ago from my friend Neil Johnson. It's another tricky one to play, another blues one. It's written by Rory Gallagher, now sadly deceased, and it's all about his dysfunctional relationship with the Swelly. That must be terrible. Anyway, it's called Barley and Grape Rag. Well, I don't care if I get arrested, 'cause tonight they'll need more than a ball and chain. I'm coming into town just the same. Been so long, I've been feeling blue. I think I need a little drink or two. Hey, be my friend, tell me where the place is, where the whiskey flows and the dice is rolled till dawn. Well, my baby's done me wrong, you must have guessed it. Street feeling no pain. Along comes a cop, he can take my name and explain to me what a federal case is. I'm mixing the barley with the grape again. Bright city lights make me feel alright. I'm right or wrong, and tomorrow never comes. Don't care if I get investigated. I think I need a little whiskey or two, God brother, you look like you can do with it too. And tonight I'll sleep on a walking cane. always fun to play. Rory Gallagher, Barley and Grape Rag. I wrote this song, most of the more recent songs that I really like, I wrote during lockdown. This is one of them, You and Me, just like you and me. It's about a fictional young lady in Cowdenbeath, where I come from, and I'm not being pompous, but it's about how ordinary people are marginalised in society, in the media, on the telly all the time. I mean, if you don't want to mourn the Queen, you've not got any choice. The telly, all the papers, everything, even what they call the liberal media, haha, in this country, they're all, I mean, I went to page 17 in the Observer today, before I could be free of stories about the Queen and Charles and everything. And I mean, really, I really am. I'm not interested. I'm not being nasty. I'm really not interested. I don't want to make a big statement. It just bores me rigid. Sorry, the woman's dead. I didn't notice any of them more than my mum died. So, you know, that's the way it goes. We all have these things to face in life. And just because you were born in a certain bed, okay. I'll stop now. You're all going, right, turn off, that bastard. How dare he disrespect our Madge? Anyway, I'm just saying I'm not interested. And I don't see why we should all be forced to pretend to be mourning when we're not. The ones of us that are fine, you're allowed. The ones that aren't, we're allowed to. Okay, just like you and me. Before I get all bitter and twisted, I'm sorry. Place with a good heart and a pretty face. She was never a charity case. She was just like you and me. She went to Broad Street Primary School. She wasn't a genius, she wasn't a fool. She did her work and she followed the rules, 'cause she was keen to please. Just like you and me, too small to be seen by the winners in the world. The ones who make deals don't believe that she can feel. Just an ordinary girl, just like you and me. She left Beath High with not a lot to show. She got a job in the Baby Grove. Had hopes and dreams that you'd never know. She never let you see. She found herself with a lover's child and married the boy who'd made her smile. And she was happy for a little while, well, as far as she could be. Just like you and me, too small to be seen by the winners in the world. The ones who make deals don't believe that she can feel. Just an ordinary girl, just like you and me. Now she's living on her own. The joker left and the kids have flown. She grits her teeth and she carries on like other times before. The cards were dealt and the coin was tossed. Now she's left with a sense of loss, but still a spark of the girl she was that could have been much more. Just like you and me, too small to be seen by the winners in the world. The ones who made just like you and me. Just like you and me. Now she's living on her own. The joker left and the kids have flown. She grits her teeth and she carries on like other times before. The cards were dealt, the coin was tossed, and now she's left with a sense of loss. Still a spark of the girl she was that could have been much more. Just like you and me, too small to be seen by the winners in the world. The ones who make deals don't believe that she can feel. Just an ordinary girl, just like you and me. Just like you and me. Okie dokie. Hi Raz, and hi Paul. I did Happy Land for you, Paul, but you may not have tuned in time, but it'll still be there for you anyway. Hi Andrew Foy, and thank you Teresa. I'm just going to look back a wee bit. Yeah, we're okay. I don't like to miss anyone, you know. Okay. This is another of my songs, and it's a kind of requiescant and patchy job as well. I'm being a bit melancholy tonight. I'm actually feeling quite relaxed, believe it or not. Anyway, this is Memory of a Smile, and it's for everyone who's lost someone, including people who are mourning for Her Majesty. When the sky is dark and full of tears, and you haven't seen the sunlight for a while, and it's hard to look back at all those years, you will still have the memory of a smile. Losing love doesn't go into words. Tears won't come though you try. Friends are there but they can't really know. We're all alone when we say that last goodbye, and the sky is dark and full of tears, and you haven't seen the sunlight for a while, and it's hard to look back at all those years. You will still have a memory of a smile. Some walk out and some stay till the end. There's been some drifters that I've met, and you were there when I needed a friend, and that's not something that I will forget. And the sky is dark and full of tears, and you haven't seen the sunlight for a while, and it's hard to look back at all those years. You will still have the memory of a smile. Life is short, but it seems very long. It just depends where you stand. You feel weak when you have to be strong. Time turns rocks into sand, and the sky is dark and full of tears, sunlight for a while. And it's hard to look back at all those years. You will still have the memory of a smile, but you still have the memory of a smile. And tuning it up slightly, but not very much, James Taylor. Hi, Jock, thank you very much. Lazy bastard. Okay, this is You Got a Friend. When you're down in trouble and you need a helping hand, and nothing, oh, nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You got a friend. If the sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together, call my name out loud. Soon I'll be knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. Ain't it good to know that you got a friend? When people can be so cold, they'll hurt you, desert you, they'll take your soul if you let them. Oh, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You got a friend. Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Ain't it good to know? Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Okay, I'm going to do one more acoustic number, and it's A Dreaded Sofa. I'm managing to control everything with my feet rather well tonight. I'm very proud of myself. My pedal extremities are colossal. Okay, this tune was written by Frank Zappa. There are two versions on the album, One Size Fits All, which the sharp among you will have spotted. Forms an acronym OSFA, which is an anagram of sofa. See how I managed to get all these big words in there, eh? Am I a clever bastard or what, by the way? Anyway, this tune was not written for acoustic guitar. Indeed, I don't think Frank Zappa did very much on acoustic guitar, but a guy called Michael Hedges kind of translated it into acoustic guitar. It has, I think, and I like open tunings, lots of different ones, but I think this one is a doozy. I'm not quite sure what chord that is, but it suits the tune. And it's called Sofa. It's a lovely tune, and it's quite tricky. So far. Just be a minute till I change to my electric. Okay, as I say, I had a gig last night and I played this song, and it's been kind of a while since I've done it. So I'm going to do it now. I've had a back-end file for this thing for yonks. I used to do it back in the day. For a while, to do Dire Straits numbers was kind of like a bit naff and deeply unfashionable, but I'm hoping enough time has elapsed for it to be all right again. Anyway, I quite like doing this. It's a good wee guitar workout, and it was his first hit called "Sultans of Swing." Get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime, south of a river, you stop and you hold everything. Band is blowing Dixie, double four time. You feel alright when you hear that music play. Well, you step inside, but you don't see too many faces coming in and out of the ring to hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places, but the horns, they're blowing that sound. Way on down south, way on down south London town. Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. Strictly rhythm, he doesn't want to make that guitar cry on the occasion. Just an old guitar is all he can afford when he gets under them lights to play his thing. And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make that big time. He got a daytime job, he's doing all right. But he can play the honky-tonk like anything, saving it up for Friday night with the Sultans. Yeah, the Sultans of Swing. There's a crowd of young boys there fooling around in the corner, motley dressed in their baggies and their best blue fedoras. They don't give a damn about no trumpet playing band. It ain't what they call rock and roll. And the Sultans, yeah, the Sultans, they play Creole. Creole? What the fuck's Creole? Then the man steps right back up to the microphone. Says the last just as the time bell rings. Good night, now it's time to go home. And he makes it fast, but one more thing. We are the Sultans. They are the Sultans of Swing. The Sultans of Ping used to do that one too. Okay, this is my last number. And I'm going to change guitars again. Because I get to. I really like this guitar and I don't play it enough. I bought it from Grant Haycock, and it's a really, really nice wee Fender, really nice guitar. And this is one of my favourite songs to do of all time. I only learned it again in the last year or two, although I've always loved it. It's a very old song, Neil Young song. But it's a corker. I absolutely love it. If I can find it. No, it's not that. It's here somewhere. No. Boulder Dash. There it is. I wanna live with a cinnamon girl. I could be happy the rest of my life with a cinnamon girl. A dreamer of pictures, I run in the night. You see us together, chasing the moonlight, my cinnamon girl. Ten silver saxes, a bass with a bow. The drummer relaxes and waits between shows for a cinnamon girl. The dreamer of pictures, I run in the night. You'll see us together, chasing the moonlight, my cinnamon girl. Ma, send me money now, I'm gonna make it somehow. I need another chance. You see, a baby loves to dance, yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. That's me for tonight, and I think I have actually cut it a wee bit short, but I'm feeling quite fatigued, you know. Anyway, and thank you very much for showing up again. And sorry for ranting and raving about things, which I do sometimes. What a great sound that is, right? That just sounds like, when I go. And it gets that Neil Young sound to a T. I absolutely love that. Anyway, enough of this burbling on. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope everyone is happy and healthy, and platitudes galore. Good night, everyone.